Well, we're down here in the shop again, doing some final work on the big project. I have to hand sand these corners. This is the part of the table that's going to be in contact with people more than anything, and so the edges have to really feel good under your hand, along the edge of your arm, because that's where people are going to be touching it. So we're just going to take our time. We're going to hand sand it. We're going to try to be careful so we don't create more work for ourselves by sanding across the grain and putting scratches in it, because hopefully today when I get done with this, we'll be putting some stain on it. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm up here by myself today, and so usually I have my kids with me, at least my son. I'm sitting here thinking as I'm sanding about fear and how it can really affect our lives. As I'm sanding this, because I have so much contact with the wood with my hands, all the mistakes, all the blemishes start to become apparent, and you start to think about, did I do my best? Did I do everything that I knew to do? I'm not a professional at this by any means, but as far as I know, I've done the best that I know to do and haven't taken any shortcuts. And most of the time, the best way is not the easiest way. And so I can't let fear stop me from doing things that I want to do. It'd be real easy, as I see all these blemishes, just to let this sit in the shop. Nobody'd ever see it again but me. But not only would that be an extreme waste of time and money, it'd be an extreme waste, because this is my best at this point. Later on, after I learn some more things, I might be able to make and produce something that's better. But I know that this is going to be a quality piece. I know that unless something drastic happens that destroys it, it will, with normal use, just last a long, long time. And so in years to come, when my family sits down to eat, special gatherings, family and friends, it doesn't have to be made a big deal of, but my kids will know that the summer of 2015, they spent up here with their dad building that table. And hopefully it'll be a special memory for them. And I know it will be for me, as long as I'm walking this earth. But don't let fear keep you from doing things. I watched a movie once that I can't remember the name of it really. My wife's good at that stuff, not me. But it had Anthony Hopkins in it, and it had Alec Baldwin in it, and these they were in a plane crash up in Alaska, and didn't have a lot of practical application, but they had some knowledge. And Anthony Hopkins kept telling the Alec Baldwin character that what one man can do, another can do. What one man can do, another can do. So if you've ever seen something that somebody else could do, most likely with just a little bit of training, a little bit of practice, any man would be able to do that. You might have to change a lot about yourself, Might have to get in shape. Might have to become more fit. Might have to read a lot of books. But I always remember that when I see something that somebody's doing, and my bad self starts saying, that's good for them, but I don't think you'd ever be able to do that. You're not smart enough, or you're not fit enough, or whatever, or you're afraid. What one man can do, another can do. So don't be afraid. Don't be fearful. Do your best in all that you do, and there's nothing to be ashamed of in your best work, even if there's blemishes.